Sure, I'll be back soon. But I haven't really played this. Oh, I haven't even done Sonic. It was so bad that I didn't even bother setting it up. That's how much the game is. But I did put DLC. Good game. Part of the game. Hardest difficulty all the time.
1971. We woke up in a different world, where the Cold War ended along with the Vietnam carnage. All because of the Dome. The Dome. A territory full of anomalous artifacts, phenomena, and organisms. We still don't know what it is. An alien city? Some kind of a testing ground or storage? Whatever it is, no living thing trapped under the Dome can escape it. Yet even this did not stop the research. The major powers created the Cronus Megacorporation to develop and explore the Dome. Its secrets became a lucrative business. The Spires station was built on top of the Dome to export the artifacts and import supplies and personnel. The city of Crystal Sands grew at the foot of the Dome, eventually becoming a major transportation hub. All this required thousands of employees, and there was no shortage of candidates. Romantics, pragmatists, and adventurers of all trades swarmed recruiting centers around the globe, seeking jobs at Cronus. You were one of those people. In 1976, your application was approved, and you went under the Dome towards the future. Whether a good one or a bad one, only time will tell.
Hey. Vampire. I'm gonna kill someone. Hey. Absolutely no. Look at it. Interesting. You can be a gender female. Oh man. Interesting, interesting. Head time. don't want their head. I can get something. Let's change the head. There we go. Let's see. Okay. Sorry about this. Every person's depends. Heavy weapons. Yeah. Wait, what was it? Supplies pretty much passive combat. Okay. Okay, I want. Okay. Bag of hat. Ooh. Hey. Range does look good, that one. Black has some good armor. Might choose black for the head. That's... Dirty. Can't tag any? Gun for that is a -5 in. Yeah, that's just nothing. Pretty good. Station 1, much everything busting. Oh. There you go. Yeah. Well then, hope this. Okay.
A tall woman is watching an ad playing on the monitor, arms crossed. The polished to a shine badge on her black overalls reads Elsa Olafsson, Security Service. She glances at you and offers her hand in a businesslike manner.
Greetings. Please take all necessary precautions. By that I mean, don't turn your back on him.
Elsa nods at the orange.
I just follow orders. Even if his crime was embezzlement, I have to keep him cuffed. Those are the rules.
Olafsson shrugs in a sharp, mechanical...
Our friends from the administration didn't deign to inform me about this man's record. Could be I'm escorting a serial killer. It's corporate policy, you know.
She gives the silver a vengeful look. The badge on the orange's chest reads Quentin Bisley, laborer. He eyes your black uniform and quickly turns. A guy wearing thick spectacles thrusts out a sweaty hand.
Monty James, Silverwing.
He glances down at your badge.
Ah, it's you. I found your file extremely interesting. When I had the opportunity to look over the files of my future colleagues, I couldn't resist. I don't want to sound boastful, but silver level...
Monty makes a ring with his thumb and forefinger.
You were number 63,784 on the wait
Jesus.
list, but you were lucky enough to get into the dome after only 16 months. Besides that, zero, nada, absolutely nothing. You're a dark horse for both the Foundation and myself. How exactly did you end up in this wing?
That one.
The silver peers at you more closely.
Wait. Let me guess. Are you a mercenary? French Foreign Legion, right? Fought in Africa, Latin America? Yeah, I know.
An uncomfortable silence rises. He taps the narrow illuminator panel with one finger.
Look, there's a storm rising. The lightning is strange. Green. Should lightning be green? This is my first sandstorm.
That one. Too.
A young, dark-haired woman is staring through the illuminator, her gaze glued to the slowly... She turns to you. The shiny badge on her white jumpsuit reads, Tomoko Kimura, physiologist. As the woman takes in your black uniform,
there are 6 people in this capsule, 2 of them in black jumpsuits. Not a statistically significant sample, but the trend is evident.
Kimura shakes her head disapprovingly and turns back to the illuminator.
This place is a scientific treasure trove, and you're treading all over it in your jackboots, blowing up doors that are thousands of years old, acting like you own this.
The white's face warps into a derisive grimace.
How many convicts have you actually met in your life? They're human beings, regular, normal people. And you come here convinced they're subhuman,
I don't
lower class,
think they're
that they deserve
subhuman.
suffering and death instead of the new life under the dome
Maybe
that
lower
they were
classes,
promised.
yes.
Such a viewpoint makes you more dangerous than any
But
prisoner.
some of these people are quite dangerous.
A man with a mustache and a blue jumpsuit is standing at the window, studying the construction site below through the Encased. The blue taps on the glass with one finger and gestures you to come and take a look. Seems using sign language, mimicry, and all of your artistic talent. Once he's sure you're watching, Patanin points up in the direction of Spire Station, from which you departed. He sketches the outline of the station on a broad, foggy... Once he's finished, the blue turns to you with a delighted expression. The blue begins to mark up his diagram with a series of footnotes and numbers. Turns out the station's ring diameter is a bit more than 1,500 meters. Its height above the dome. With a series of confident strokes, the planner delineates the capsule's movement scheme, drivetrain, and massive hydraulic brakes. This time, Igor is quite laconic. He pauses, then confidently writes cargo and personnel in block letters, and draws an arrow pointing downward. Beside it, he writes relics, and draws an arrow pointing up. His R is turned back to front. The engineer stops you with a gesture, and after rummaging through his pockets, offers you a small candy. There is a picture of a crayfish on... It's surprisingly spongy and tooth-achingly sweet. You can only wonder what it has to do with crayfish.
Foundation presents gleaming, futuristic, state-of-the-art cities straight from the pages of science fiction. Well-paid, safe employment, career advancement opportunities, and a world-class social safety net.
Stopping by the door's porthole, you watch as the ground slowly approaches. It looks brown-black through the tinted glass and smoky blue at the horizon. You peer into the rusty clouds of dust blowing along a dirt road leading to the southern sector. Every black winger has heard the whispers about Operation Simoom, a major offensive under preparation since the early days of development of the dome. Cronus is recruiting troops capable of capturing the southern territory, an area heavily guarded by the Forefathers' defense systems. Maybe you yourself will end up in one of those troops. Just as you're about to move away from the window, you notice a whirlwind beginning to form above the ochre plain. The gathering storm drifts unhurriedly above the desert, a crown of green lightning flashing at its core. Clearly no ordinary weather phenomenon. It must be one of those anomalies. You freeze by the window, unable to avert your gaze.
thrilled to welcome you to the dome. Please hold on to the handrail and prepare for landing.
Olafson watches you You return to the window. A whirlwind is spinning slowly in the distance, dragging the reluctant clouds into its colossal funnel. The outlines of the landing site blurred by clouds of dust.
Okay.
Come here. Come on now, or you'll miss everything.
A badge reading Ludovico Nuzzi, scientific analyst, export department, dangles loosely on his clean.
Look over there.
He points upward with a sharp, wide gesture and hands you his field. You raise the binoculars to your eye. Under fourfold magnification, the whirling cloud above the rust-colored plains looks even strange. Nuzzi bends close to your ear.
Fascinating. Do you want me to bring some filters? If we intercept the red and blue spectrums, we'll see something amazing. It's like a signal, some kind of... I don't know.
With the binoculars raised to his eyes, he minutely adjusts the focus.
It's a massive whirlwind north of Concord. And not merely some desert sandstorm. That's an anomaly. I hope it lasts long enough for me...
The scientist looks...
Ah, this?
Ludovico points at the building behind him.
I work in Concord Station, categorizing relics. And my job is to classify them by rarity. Then the blues package them, silvers issue the documentation, and orange...
Nuzzi points upward.
Then the capsule takes the relics way up there. Oh.
He offers you his binoculars once again.
Do you want to have a look at the spot?
Nuzzi looks from you to the capsule. He flings his arms up.
Oh, mi scusi. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. You'd better get going or you'll be late for check. Yeah, the storm is growing stronger. Let's have a smoke instead.
Right. Signs are sounding. Never a good sign.
Good day.
I hope to see you again soon.
Hi there. Have a good one. Don't touch that door.
newcomer.
Your
Come over here,
Selectron has
register,
not
please.
been properly
A tall receptionist watches you from behind his desk with a bored, haughty look. He waves impatiently at you to approach. The employee glances at you indifferently.
All new employees must register first thing. Come up to the desk, please.
The administrator slaps himself on the forehead.
Ah, I almost forgot the regulation.
Rayhet produces a reel-to-reel tape recorder from beneath the desk, rewinds the tape to the beginning, and presses play. The solemn music begins to play, and the administrator's face takes on a serious expression. The administrator clears his throat and continues.
By joining our company,
Oh,
you
yes,
choose the
yes.
path of science and progress.
Dean
okay.
squints down at the monitor.
Deserve this title. Do your job.
The music fades, and the administrator, Dean, puts the tape recorder away.
Now that we're done with the official greeting, I'll register you and upgrade your Selectron. Okay?
Dean frowns, irritated. Dean stabs impatient. Dean's hands hover over the keyboard. He gives you a nod. You spell out your first and last names. Rayhet scans the computer screen.
So your position in the waiting list was...
Dean snaps the docking port. The administrator returns your Selectron.
Here you...
Dean continues.
All new employees have a short list of tasks to perform on arrival.
Attention.
Do you want to hear all the
Please handle
details or
relics
just the
carefully.
short version?
In case of damage, remember, your life our honest work will make the world a better
Rayhet
place.
nods and points at the ceiling.
First, you need a set of combat gear.
Dean extends his
Pick a
second
weapon.
finger.
Second,
Mary, I'll
weapons.
position
Ms. Margarita Taka...
The administrator straightens his third finger.
According to the latest regulations, all employees...
Dean extends his fourth finger and looks at you meaningfully.
Did I tell you about the combat? And finally, science is the overarching purpose behind everything we do here.
Dean catches himself.
Oh, and when you're done with your trainings, proceed to the waiting room. From there, you'll travel...
The administrator looks up. He reaches for the tape recorder, but as he's about to turn away, Dean suddenly
Cronus Corporation reminds you. Please use a public terminal to access your...
Attention, attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
Mr. Rayhead, would you bring me a cup? Come back again.
Let me guess. I disable auto-save slot because sometimes some of the save slots have too many. The answer is no. Save scum. Always. Oh, it does.
Are you trying to steal from me? What are you sneaking around here for? I can see you, you know. Speak quickly.
Attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
Yes, you get out now.
Remember, our honest work will make the world a better place.
Okay, okay. So I failed that one. I got hide. Do it.
I'm gonna call security now. Goddamn ninja. Robbed again. What kind of folks would do this?
Okay.
What do you want? See ya.
Behind the storage counter, you see a small, neat guy. His gingery hair shines with something like brilliantine.
Oh, what a lovely angel! Came down from the heavens. Good morning, my lady. Is it something...
Never taking his gaze off you, he reaches under the counter, loses his balance, and clips his chin on the desktop. A full minute later, he reappears, grimly rubbing his jaw with a thick logbook. He thumbs through it for a long period. The silver finally stops and pins down a particular page with his finger.
This is your first uniform requisition, right?
Maynard smiles at you over his glasses, practically stripping you naked with his gaze.
Oh my
Your
god.
voice is enchanting, my lady. I could listen to it forever. Right now, you need to listen to me.
Sidney fiddles with his hairstyle.
So, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Life under the dome can be dangerous. You may get shot, spill acid on yourself. That's why it's important to wear protective equipment when traveling outdoors. Of course, and...
He points back at the shelves behind him.
We've got repair kits for this gear. There are Blue Wing specialists.
Sidney leans on the counter again and throws you a lazy wink.
No one would ever say no to a cutie pie like you, though.
The silver disappears into the back for a while. Unfolding the package, Maynard...
Standard issue Blackwing equipment, trousers, boots, jacket. Everything is stain resistant and armored. Bear in mind, this gear is made from all natural materials.
He raises a finger.
One more important thing. In accordance with Order 16-225, helmets and gloves are not issued, but they're available for purchase from me. Please bear in mind that a full set includes headgear or a mask, jacket, trousers, gloves...
Sidney hands you the package.
Here's your uniform.
Sidney waggles his eyebrows.
Anything up to a star in the sky, my dear. Here.
Sydney leans on the counter.
Honestly, lady, I'd sell you this entire place and give you an incredible discount if I could. But I'm not the one who sets the prices.
Okay, expensive.
The silver follows you with his...
Remember, our honest work will make the world a better place. World a better place.
Oh.
Attention, attention.
What does...
Please handle
One second, I need to check out what the
In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
a run and gun kit. So pretty much.
Remember, our honest work will make the world a better place. World a better place.
Sydney playfully smooths down his hair and gives you... The silver assumes a serious expression.
There's nothing I can do about that. It's a result of the recent cost optimization order. Luckily...
Sydney leans on the counter.
Honestly, lady, I'd sell you this entire place and give you an incredible discount if I could. But I'm not the one who sets the prices.
Remember, our honest work will make the world a better
As you leave...
world a better place.
Anything urgent, Mr. Krachkov?
Katarzyna, did you mark it as Class 1 again instead of 2? Look, here's the scanner data. It says the relic is a scientific device.
Wait, but it's still Class 1. I'm not going to violate protocol.
Katarzyna, my friend, you may violate protocol as long as the benefits the company.
The smell of good tobacco. The woman fixes her coppery hair with one hand and casually lights her pipe.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Margarita thumbs back a couple of pages. She glances at her Kairos. Tukachenko returns in a few minutes holding... She presents the weapon in her outstretched hands.
Take this and sign here.
After racking the slide, Tukachenko points the gun at the ceiling.
High firing rate and good accuracy, even in burst fire mode. Enjoy. Just don't point it at me.
The black hands you the weapon. Margarita drags on her pipe and releases a puff of thick, yellow smoke.
I see you.
Tukachenko pushes a plug of tobacco around the bowl of her pipe.
The safety's on the other side of the world. It's awkward to shoot from around a corner. Also doesn't shoot too well from the left shoulder. Other than that, it's a decent machine.
The black points at a poster on the wall behind her.
Can you see what's written there? Clean.
The armorer shrugs, puffing indifferently on her pipe.
It's the least I could do. Wait a minute. Sign your name here in the meantime.
Margarita reaches under her counter and produces a set of ammunition.
A new set of ammo is issued for every task, but there's so much bureaucracy you'll go daft. Expenditure report.
Leaning over the counter, the black
Okay.
points somewhere off to one side.
Now it's time for your training. Father B is already waiting. But before the training zone, go see that wizard guy with his toothpicks. Be careful around him.
Hold on, shift to feel the detail. Ah, okay, there you go. That's why I want. I want to have a way to. It's not.
I'll complain to the Silvers about that idiot. They'll take the appropriate measures. I hate those oranges. What the hell do they break locks for?
Your life will be forfeit.
Well, you've got quite an aura. You're a natural. A lean Silver with thick black hair and a huge... As you approach, he flashes a sly grin and slowly raises... Something really weird happens. All the paper clips, pencils scatter. You thrust your hand forward, and your outspread fingers emit barely visible... The Silver sticks out his lower lip as if to say, not bad.
Here for the briefing, huh? Shall we get to it?
He takes the cigar out of his mouth and The Silver props his elbows on the table. Not waiting for an answer, he grabs your hand with strong, dark... Andre gropes your hand with an expression of fierce concentration.
So,
The Silver takes a thin glove covered in talc from his desk and passes it to you.
Look.
He counts off on his fingers.
Learn psionics. Put on the glove. Transform energy into the necessary shape.
In reply, Andre jumps up from his... The unexpected question calls up. The Silver looks into your eyes.
3.
He easily names every number you've got in mind. It doesn't take this. A ruined coin drops into a glass arbor. The Silver takes a...
Psionics. It's a gift for all of us. The forefathers took off someplace. Poof. Gone. Only the dome remains.
Mihai spreads his dark hands. Toothpicks hover around his head in a kind of halo.
Scientists say...
Your life will be forfeit.
Oh, yes. There we go. John.
Remember, our honest work will make the world a better place. World a better place.
Tkachenko grunts a... Tkachenko...
Attention, attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit. Remember, our honest work will make the world a better place. World a better place.
Careful. I keep that.
Attention, attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage,
a stranger was in here. I have to notify security.
Robbed again. What kind of folks would do this?
Was only the beginning. Around the aperture at the top of the dome.
There are suspicions.
Remember, our honest work will make the world a better place. World a better place. Attention, attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life.
Oh, true spot. Look at the sus goes now. Oh great. It's Fallout New Vegas style. Oh no.
Speak quickly.
Remember, our honest work
All
will make the
employees,
world a
to me.
better place. World a better place.
Oh. Yes.
Kronos Corporation reminds you.
Remember, our honest work will make the world a better place. World a better place.
An engineer in a
You're a newcomer, right?
The technician slaps the Penkovsky grunts angrily. Maxime extracts a thin, sharp.
Though there's another way. You want to learn something about picking locks? It's a useful skill in all sorts of...
The blues get... Penkovsky presses his pick lock, and an odd device resembling a hybrid of a screw...
Using a mechanical pick lock is easy peasy. No special skill required. They wear out after a few locks. While the old-fashioned kind is another thing entirely. Cheap, one use.
He gives you a quick lesson on it.
By the way, you can carry your tools in your belt. Actually, finding tools under the dome is no problem at all.
The blue solemnly raises his index finger. He looks at the door again.
Damn these locks. Though I'd rather be doing this than fixing hab pods.
Penkovsky gives you a patronizing look.
Because they're poorly made. Warped from the heat, and the filters aren't worth a damn.
Okay.
Make it quick.
Attention, attention.
Yes,
Lock pick and attach
you
it to your
get
utility
out
belt.
now.
In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
How long does that actually stay for? Well, I'm just gonna leave it here, let it run, browse, and check out on it later.